welcome back to Shine On at Home with Cindy. Can you see me? I feel like I'm too tall for this. You guys, welcome back to the new people that are coming in that just happened to click on this video. Welcome in to Shine On at Home with Cindy. Y'all, this channel is all about home stuff. I do all kinds of stuff. We just moved, so we're trying to get settled here, and it's just been it's been kind of hard, but because I'm 55, almost 56, the older you get when you move, oh boy, it gets hard. It really does. You guys, today's video, there's a couple things I've got to do. One thing for sure that I need to do is I got to get my oil changed. Got to do that. And you know, I was thinking earlier about how did we do this when we were working. You know, I'm retired now. Retired early, but still, how, when we were both working, how did we pick up these extra things that had to be done? I guess we did it like after work, or on the weekend, you know, I don't know. But it is so nice being retired and being able to have the time to pick up some of this slack. You know, I don't mind. I mean, I'm glad it's beneficial that I can do that, you know, for the household. You know, it doesn't pile up on John, you know, little thing that needs to get done. So, got to get that done. But I think I'll come back here and tinker around the house. I'm getting a phone call. Hi, Dad. It's my dad. But I think I'm going to come back here and do a couple things and just, I don't know. You know, that's a good part, you guys, about being retired. Some days you can pretty much plan out what you're going to do. Other days you can't. Things come up, you drop and run, you know, just like with my dad calling right now. You have to be on the ready, you know, all the time. Other times you might go 2 or 3 days and it's just bland. There's nothing going on. That's what I love about retirement. And believe me, I love it. I really do. So anyway, y'all, we're just gonna do this thing. Again, spend the day with me and let's see what we can get into. And come on, let's do this day, okay? Oh, one more thing. Y'all, look, if you can go back, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 videos back, I'm letting my hair grow out. It's going gray, like I'm not coloring it no more. And look how much I straightened it today. So you can really tell, you know, where it's growing out. So look at that. Yeah, I'm ready for it to be done. I want to be done with it. And this right here in the front, it's white, real white. So, yeah, it's doing it. It's going white. So I'm just gonna keep at it and let it just grow on out. So hadn't cut it yet. It needs to be cut. It's real long and straggly. Need to get it cut, probably at least up to here, you know. But anyway, hadn't done that yet. But yeah, it's getting like silver. Fixing to be looking real old, you guys. Anyway, come hang with me today. We'll see what we can get into, okay? So I have a question for you guys. Let's go out here. Got a question. What would you guys do in this situation? Out here by this detached shed thing. First of all, those elephant ears, do y'all think it would make it over here? Because it's pretty shaded and there's nothing here. Trying to figure out where to put those elephant ears, or I'm not sure, but that's not really what I was going to ask y'all. Here is this little built-in situation, and I'm looking at it. It looks like, y'all, are those hydrangeas? It looks like hydrangea bushes that don't like it here. it does not work. My thought is take that out and maybe just put like some herbs in there. You know what I'm saying? Make this into like a little herb and pepper garden or something. I don't want it to go to waste. I could do something in here. But you can see it fills up with leaves because there's trees. So I'm just not sure, but I do know hydrangeas do not work here. They don't like it. They don't. Let me know what y'all think about it. I even thought, going back to those elephant ears, I was like, well, could they go, this is all, not gravel, but rock. I'd hate to have to dig that up. But I do have to find a place for that. And I'm also thinking about, okay, so you see these trees, these two, I don't know if they're too far apart. I'm thinking maybe a hammock here. And if you'll think back, I don't know, y'all, I don't know. Was I doing videos when I was at, let's see, 1, 2, 3 houses ago? I think I was. We did have a hammock out back by the pool, and it was nice, but we had to put like posts in the ground, and it was nice. The kids used that hammock. I used it. Everybody. I mean, it was nice. I wouldn't mind having a hammock out here, like right here. It's shaded. These are kind of far apart, but it might work. It might. That might be a future project. And believe me, I'm looking at these trees, you know, I'm like, what could we do? You know, I'm thinking tire swings for like my grandkids that aren't even born yet. You know, I've got a almost 17-year-old, 10-year-old, you know, the twins that I've already made claim to that Raven hadn't had yet. I'm like, yeah, you're having twins for me. And they're girls. They're twin girls. So we'll revisit that years from now when that happens to see if I was right. That might work. I don't know. But my main question was that thing. I think that would be great for like an herb garden. Anybody that knows about gardening, because I don't know squat, okay? Nothing about gardening. I don't. If it might work there, I'm just gonna keep, you know, taking the next step and doing all the things. Hope everything works out good. Y'all, these are still like they're saying stay off those steps, Cindy. That's our home. Struggle for me. So anyway, that's where I'm at. Okay, so a quick update over here. Y'all, I was telling y'all about this rug. It's still bubbled up. I don't know. If it doesn't lay down flat, I really need it to lay down flat. If it does work out, that's fine. If it doesn't, that's fine too. I can use this maybe in front of the sink, you know, when that one craps out that I've got in front of the sink. And this one was the one I had on the boat. But if that craps out, I'll just use this one. Another little update. Last night, me and John, we went to not Home Depot. Y'all, Home Depot has been our best friend here lately. They've gotten all of our business. No, we went to, not Office Depot. Y'all, what am I trying to say? Best Buy. We went to Best Buy. Goodness, Cindy. Did get a TV for in here. We laid on this bed last night. You can tell it's kind of a wreck, but we laid in here and we tried to see if this would work, and it does, but it's still, you know, it's not right. It's got to go. You know, John was right. He was right. It's got to go up high. And then I think I'm going to keep this in here and just put some pictures or something on that. My thing was, I told John, I said, well, this is one more thing we can check off our list. Happy to have this TV. I believe, you guys, my oldest grandson is coming this weekend. He'll be sleeping in here, and he needs a TV. Anybody that stays here needs a TV, okay? So we got a TV, you guys. Got a TV. Yay. Okay, so here's another idea. Talking about elephant ears. Let's go out of here. I have another idea. This was a mess. It's called Russian sage, and it was not pretty, and I cut it way back when we first got here, and it's already shot back up. For those elephant ears, let's go out of here. Okay, I want to keep this open. I don't want to plant nothing there, but here's this. I'm wondering, would they work there? Now the sun, let's see, where does the sun come up? I think it comes up over there. It goes down there. It would get sun. I don't know. Y'all, I need to come out here and weed. It's so funny because I'll pull weeds. I'll come out here like probably every other day, and I'll pull these sprigs. And no joke, after I pull them, I'll walk back through and there's new ones. It's so funny. I'm like, gosh, how does that happen? You know? Look, and that one's dead. I don't even know what that is. I need to put the sprinklers on for these. They're sprinklers just for the flower beds. I need to turn those on. Not real sure how to work those sprinklers. Alright, oil's changed, tires rotated, we're good. Oh, look, here we go. They're saying, get on out of here, Cindy. We're done with you. Thank goodness it was free. Next time won't be. And the funny thing is, this truck is only like a year old. And I said, well, I own this truck. And he was like, well, yay for you, but the next time you're gonna have to probably pay for an oil change. I was like, all right, well, I don't know if I paid for something extra. I believe when we bought it, I don't know what the stipulations were, like on the oil changes, car washes, tire rotation. I thought it was like, as long as you had it, I'll have to touch base with John on that. But, I'm like, I paid for this truck in 1 year, and it was not easy. If you buy anything, pay for it as fast as you can is my recommendation, and that's what I did, and I'm proud of it, because I cannot handle having it's just weird to me having a vehicle payment. Y'all, the vehicle payments are like bad. So y'all, why am I going this way? I'm going the long way around, y'all. I'm talking. Yeah, I cannot do two things at one time, and I make fun of John all the time for not being able to do two things at one time, but look at me. I'm doing the same thing. I'll turn this off. That startups die down motor, I cannot handle that. Got that done. I'm good with this oil change, tire rotation stuff. I'm good. What are we gonna do next? I don't know. We're gonna go home like the long way. I missed a turn, so we're just gonna go like from where I was living before, and we're gonna go that way. This is done. Mark it off the list. Check mark. Big fat check mark. Okay. This is the Kroger that I'm coming up on. that I used to go to at my old house, and it was like just right down the road. So convenient. This is still my favorite. It's a nice Kroger. I love Kroger. It's real nice. It is a little bit further for me, and I've got a Walmart. So I live up on that ridge, and you can just go down, turn right, go down under the underpass, and that Walmart is just right there. Even though I don't like Walmart as well as Kroger, I don't. Especially the meat. Kroger just has and produce. They have better meat and produce. You know, it is what it is. You know, it depends on how much time I have. If I've got time, I'll just keep coming over here. Y'all, if y'all don't know, this is a roundabout. And if you'll look up Conway, Arkansas, we are the town of roundabouts. We've got hundreds of roundabouts, and it keeps the traffic flowing. It's pretty good. So anyway, what I was saying, if I don't have time, I'll just go to that Walmart below the ridge. But if I do have time, I'm definitely coming back here to this Kroger. It's nice, it's clean, and you know, that kind of means something. Gonna head back to the house, wait on John, and don't know what we're doing this evening. Don't have anything figured out for dinner, nothing. Yeah, I know it. I'm slacking, but I might be slacking, but I got the oil changed in this truck. So yeah, I'm winning. I am winning. Y'all, look at this. Look, I don't know if you can see, down here at the end there are the 3 little lakes, and they're small. Now there's a big one on down from us, and we used to take our ski boat there. There's some nice houses here, y'all, but look at this. I hope I'm pointing the camera right, but some of these houses are like massive. You know, they're big. So nice. Now, we still have a good view, but what I was hoping to show you guys, once I get to the end, I was going to show y'all the lakes there by the house. And it's just nice up here, y'all. It's like, oh, look at this. There's a house on that. Do y'all think for 1 minute, or this house, I would live like on that edge of a cliff? There is no way. I wouldn't walk across any floor hanging over like that, ever. I just wouldn't. I couldn't. My anxiety won't let me. Won't do it. What I was wanting to show y'all, it's coming up. It's right here. Alright, so we come to this stop sign. Okay. Now, down that way, that's where the lakes are. My house is this way. But let me show y'all, if I can drive slow. Look, there's a house for sale, y'all. Y'all buy that house and come live next to me. If that is the lake. I don't know if you can see it. I mean, that is like nice. I've not yet walked down here and walked around the lake. It's kind of this one here is kind of big. I think you can like canoe and fish, and I think it's controlled by the Game and Fish. Let's go up here. Let me see. Can you see? No, you can't see from there. But some of those houses, I'm like, man, y'all are living like right on that water, you know, which is a dream to me. But I'm here. I do have a good view of part of the town, not the whole town. It's a big city here. But I've got some. Y'all look, cars coming. Which way? Oh, look, they're backing in. Okay. I was like, where are you going? Open this garage, because this right here, y'all, that's my place. And y'all remember when last weekend when we were at the boat and I was walking past our old boat that we sold, and I was saying, hey, that's mine, that's mine. It wasn't mine. That is somebody else's. But I still felt like it was mine. So, okay. Y'all, look at this junky garage. Still working on it, y'all. Still working on it. So I'm out here pulling weeds. Gosh, there's a bunch back there. Starting a little pile. Just random weeds. There's some over here. And what I've been noticing, sometimes I'll try to pull these weeds and I just break them off, you know, at the top. And I'm thinking, well, you know, it's just gonna come right back if you're just breaking them off from the top, unless you get down to the roots. But even though I feel like I'm getting down to the roots, they still come right back. You know, it doesn't matter. They come right back. But I heard something a second ago, and I was like, what in the world? Is that a bird or something? But I think what I was hearing flutter around was this. I think that's what it was. You know, look at these spider webs. It was that. I think it's... I don't know what these bugs are. That one's still alive. I'm gonna kick it. Maybe it'll live. Y'all, I don't know. Hopefully it will. I've noticed the bugs here are like... Y'all hear how noisy it is out front? But anyway, the bugs here are like big. But I will tell you, living up here on this ridge, you can kind of see the trees. There is a breeze that blows through here all the time. It's pretty nice. So anyway, I'll keep pulling a few weeds. Kind of hot. I really need to run these sprinklers. Got to go over to the side of the house and figure that out. And I hadn't quite figured out like how to set them for like so many minutes. I just want this going though. Well, the whole yard needs it, to be honest. Well, it's too early in the day. Y'all see how I do? But this yard it's burning up. Everything is done. Look at this. See what I'm saying? Everything's burning up. What do? Just turn on those sprinklers and let them run all day and pay $1,000 a month for water? You know? Oh, Cindy, we ain't doing that. I'm gonna get back after this and do what I can do. I hadn't even watered I need to go out back and water those ferns out there. They're burning up. Everything's burning up. So anyway, that's just where I'm at. Hope you got the fan on you, because you need it. If you're in the South, you need that fan running. Y'all, I want to show y'all something I made last night. It's a dessert. It's a dessert, y'all. Something I made. And John said, I think this is my new favorite dessert. And look how much. Now, my mom came today, her and my stepdad, and I shared some with them. John took some with him. He's working out of town. But I want to let y'all know, this is a fresh apple cake. And it's just about the only cake I can make from scratch. No joke. Y'all, it's got pecans in it. It's got fresh apples in it. It is fantastic. Once the cake gets poured in here and you bake it, you fix up this glaze and you pour this glaze on the top of it. I'm gonna post the recipe right here. Hang on. It is in here somewhere. Y'all look, y'all, I used to do this all the time. This is like a dessert and appetizer binder I made a long time ago. And what I used to do when I had more time, what I would do is put the recipe into the computer and I would put little pictures, and y'all look at this one. And it's got splatters and stuff all over it, but look. John's custard pie with nutmeg. There's the recipe. That is his favorite. And I put his picture on it. I put his picture on that. But that's how I used to do all kinds of recipes. Look, Raven's favorite. I don't think it's hers anymore. Her favorite coconut custard pie. I don't know, but at the time it was. And so, anyway, used to do all that. Here it is. And it's called Kathy's Fresh Apple Cake. Here is the recipe. And I'll tell you a little bit about why it's called Kathy's Fresh Apple Cake. I named it that because back years ago when I worked for the state, we had it was like a home ec classroom. And I was a rehab instructor. There were two ends to this classroom. One end had like kitchens in it, and the other end where I was, it had like a washing machine, a bedroom, and we would train folks on how to do daily living. We would combine our classrooms sometimes, and when we did, a lot of times we would make this. It was a big hit, and we would have the individuals that we served help make this stuff. And so anyway, one of the rehab instructors there, her name was Kathy, and she shared this, and we made this all the time. So that I just named it Kathy's Fresh Apple Cake. But this is the recipe. It is so good, especially when it's hot, or like I've got mine in the refrigerator right now. Just put it in the microwave, for 30 seconds, warm it up. Y'all put a little vanilla ice cream on that. I'm telling y'all, it is so good. Just wanted to share that. Give it a try. You won't be sorry. You won't. It's that good. So, but I'm looking here. Hang on. Bonbons. Excellent bomb. I even notated that on this one. Anyway, y'all, try this apple cake though. Try it. You won't be sorry you made this. It might even become your next favorite dessert. Where am I at on the garage? Well, let's just go and look. John worked out here just about all day yesterday, and it was piled up. Y'all, I don't know if y'all remember, this was big time piled up. I've got a bed. We had like this middle part here, plumb full of boxes and stuff. All that's gone. This stuff, some of this is my dad's. And y'all, this is what I'm running into. If it was just my stuff that we were trying to figure out what to do with, I think I could do it. I've got my dad's stuff. I've got our kids' stuff. I've got everybody's stuff. Everybody's. And I don't want it. I don't want all their stuff. Some of this stuff is my dad's. And I told him, I said, I'm just going to bring this stuff to you. Some of them are old pictures and stuff. I said, I'm going to let you go through it. And what you want, that's fine. What you don't want, we'll get rid of. There's no reason for me to just keep hanging on to stuff I don't know if people want, if they don't. Y'all, it's a thing. Don't do what has happened to me and leave a lot of your stuff for your kids, especially things that you don't think your kids will want. Ask them before you die, ask them. Get rid of it beforehand. I'm just saying, I don't want my kids to have to go through tons and tons of things. It's not right. It's not right to them. I'm not going to do it to them. I'm not. In here, in this part, and this is like a fantastic, very, very nice added bonus onto this already great 3-car garage. Once we get it cleaned out, I want my Christmas stuff in here, but I don't want a lot of this extra decor. If you're not using this stuff, just donate it. Just get rid of it. Rugs, y'all, I've got rugs out the yin yang. No joke, I do. I just want Christmas stuff over here, and that's it. But y'all, I've got all these mirrors. John worked on this. He got, this cabinet here. He was telling me all the batteries he did this. They're plugged in there, ran a little extension thing, power strip through the side here. And so all the batteries are hooked in here, which is pretty handy. There's that. But I really do want to get this space right. And I want to get the junk gone. And there's a lot of junk in here. A ton of things that we don't. Well, I don't know about this side over here. I mean, this is his side. He's done pretty dang good getting all his stuff organized. And then there's me over here. And I'm still struggling with all this mess. That's where I'm at on this very, very good space. Here's my thing. If I have a good space, I don't want to abuse it and just pile it up with stuff we don't need. That to me, that's just like wrong. It's wrong. If you don't need something, number one, don't have it. Just don't do it. Number two, do not leave it for your kids. I have been in that situation, and y'all, it's just horrific. It is big. Do not do that to your kids. If there's jewelry, if there's anything that you want to get rid of, do it today. Don't wait. Just go ahead and do it. And then slowly get rid of the extra stuff that you may not want. But don't leave it to all your kids, because they don't want this mess. They don't. Get off your soapbox, Cindy. Get off of it. That's where I'm at on the garage. Well, I'll say that's where I'm at. It's not where I'm at. John has been killing himself, and he's only here like on the weekends. He works out of town a lot. My goal is, if I can get rid of this bed, I need this open, because this door here, I think I've showed it before, but it goes to that screened in back porch. I need this clear with nothing. So that's where I'm at on that. Just one little chip at a time. And when you get tired, take a break. Don't do anything for a few days. Then do a little bit the next day. Everything doesn't have to be done in one day. That is not my goal, to hurry up and do everything. Now, I am chipping away, because that's how you're really going to get stuff done. So that's just my advice. I don't know if it's right, wrong, and different. I don't know. That's just what I do. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for hanging with me, spending the day with me, and just piddling around the house, getting a few things done today. Anyway, you guys take care, and y'all come back, subscribe, like and subscribe. We'll see what we can get into next time. You guys take care. Love you. Bye.